Is there anything about you that is like an average 19-year-old right now?
No. The idea of a normal person is like you're just kind of the status quo. When people have known about you for 5, 6 years, and they come in expecting a restaurant that's been open for 5 years. We're brand new, like give us a second, but it's that much more of a reason to push harder and do better.
There's so much hype, and as of right now, I think we're proving it.
You know, everyone's looking at us, everyone wants us to fail kind of to an extent. And we're just,
want you to fail.
well, people want us to not be as good as we are.
I don't think they want us to fail. I think they don't want us to be very good. They want us to crash and burn. The dish she's most famous for, a winking spin on PB&J featuring foie gras and jelly on a homemade peanut butter Ritz cracker, which turned up as a canapé one night, has begun to seem a bit too cute. Yeah, I mean, it's a good dish. I mean, I still think it tastes good. I took it off the menu because I feel ridiculous saying it's a Ritz cracker. That's a dish that I've been doing for 4 years now or something. My food has changed so much from that point.
Right there is the romaine and jicama slaw.
It's 3 types of wild mushrooms roasted in brown butter.
I mean, it's like you look at a painter and you try to do a show and you have only things that they've created 5 years later, and then you throw one thing in there that they created 5 years before, it's gonna feel out of place. And that's why we did it for one menu and took it off. I like pressure. I don't think anything good happens without pressure. I welcome all the pressure and hopefully don't crack under it. Charlie, can you get me the lasagna? So far, so good, Charlie. It's been a big point of contention for the restaurant. So we make a lasagna out of ramps. Wow, yeah, that is pressed wrong, Charlie. Yeah, you can ski down this, Charlie.
It's like a door stopper.
It does look like a door stopper. The word teen is always put in front of chef. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. I still do the same thing as a 34-year-old chef. I've gotten such great advice from all these chefs, and the best advice I got, which is sort of funny, is Daniel Hume one time told me, hear all the advice, but realize that what I'm doing is such a different path than any of the chefs that I've ever really worked for. When you do something very different and are trying to do something very different, you need to really sort of filter the advice more so than just take it.
I'm very impressed by his knowledge. Go ahead.
So these
I am the apprentice today.
Regardless of how old you are, your first restaurant's your first restaurant. That was the next thing for me to learn. I had done everything else. This was the next chapter that I wanted to figure out, and the only way to do it was to actually dive right in. I've always been the person that's like, if I don't want to try to be the best at this, there's no point in doing it. And so I think that's been the thing with cooking, is I've always really just wanted to do literally the best thing that we can, and I think that keeps it going every single day.